Hey you guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Shauna Diggs. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, hey, what's up? Today I'm going to be giving you guys an update on how my geogenetics detox / cleanse is going. So if you want to hear more about my pros and my cons, my ups, my downs, and everything in between, then make sure y'all stay tuned. I don't want to ramble this whole time. I just want to kind of get to the facts, the nitty gritty. So I took some notes on my phone. So I'll be looking at that. If you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at. I just want to say thank you guys for watching the video, and please consider subscribing if you like the information you're receiving. I typically make fitness, wellness, and travel vlogs. I haven't been on top of it as of recently just because I am cleansing and it does take a lot of time and effort. And then now I'm back working also. So after I'm done with the cleanse, I do plan on getting back on a regular schedule with my posts. But anywho, let's get to the nitty gritty. First of all, let's just jump into the pros of this cleanse and what I've noticed since starting. So today is the last day of week 6 for me. So tomorrow I'll be starting week 7. If you want to know if the cleanse is working, automatically I'm gonna just say yes. Since day 1. If you watched my other video, I showed you guys how I prepare my drinks, what the package come with, and all of that stuff. So if you want to see that, I'll link that video in the card somewhere, and I'll just let you guys know what's been happening since then. So one of the first things that I noticed since starting the cleanse is my lymph node in my neck right here has dramatically decreased in size. My lymph node has been very swollen ever since I can remember. But every time I would go to the doctor and ask them, like, why is it so big? They never gave me any type of solution for it. It wasn't bothering me. It didn't hurt. I couldn't feel it unless I touched it, or if I drank something that like pop, something that was carbonated, it'll feel like it's fizzing up in my neck, and sometimes it would make it swell a little bit. But back in 2020 when I was at work, this was the first and only time this has happened, but I was at work and it literally just bubbled up on my neck. Like, it was huge. Like, if you think about what a frog's neck look like when it croaks, that's what the side of my neck looked like. I started trying to give myself lymphatic massages, and that seemed to help, and then it went down in maybe like 2 days. That's not normal. It's not supposed to be happening. So I did notice that it immediately started to, I guess, drain and clear, and whatever blockage that has been there for all of these years is finally clearing up. Next pro on the list is I have less to no body odor. Like, none whatsoever. I would go to the gym, I would sweat, I would sit in the sauna, and I would, you know, have my hoodie and stuff on over it after I leave. I come back home, you know, I give myself a little sniff test, see what's going on, and literally nothing. Like, I would take my clothes off, leggings, panties, everything, I would smell them, and it literally would smell like I never even put them on. And I am not even joking with y'all. So I was just like, wow, this is really doing a supercharged cleanse on my body. Next thing, I noticed that my hair and my eyelashes have gotten longer. Now, as y'all can see, I got fake eyelashes on right now, obviously. But I noticed that my eyelashes have gotten a lot longer. When I look in the mirror, I can actually see them like growing off of my face and like kind of curling up, and I'm like, wow, that's pretty interesting. So the next thing after that was my waist is very snatched right now. You know, she's giving very flat, even though my stomach has been flat already in a sense, but like now it's like, yeah, it's on that super flat. So any like extra weight that I was carrying in my midsection area, it's been depleted. I noticed like I have a ton of dirt and stuff coming out of me, because normally I'll get in the shower and you know how like you can sometimes see the dirt that comes off of you, and maybe it'll, I don't know, kind of stick around in the tub. Now it's just like a massive amount of things just filtering through my skin. So a couple more pros is I noticed a increase in my energy level and a increase in my mood. I mean, I'm usually always like a very hyper, very bubbly person already in general. I don't know if you guys can tell. But I did notice that sometimes when I'm about to go to bed, I literally have to like force myself to go to sleep because I just be so full of energy where I'll just be up and be wondering, why am I still awake after such a long day? And as far as my mood goes, like I said, I'm already generally a very happy, very bubbly person, but I just feel like this surge of optimism and happiness all the time. I don't know if it's just me in general, just because of who I am, but I'm just so excited and so grateful that I have the opportunity to find out about this detox and cleanse and be on my journey and have no hiccups in between. So I don't know, I be feeling so happy about that. I be so happy about everything. So now we're gonna get into the con side, and some of these aren't necessarily cons, they're just things that kind of happen, in which Yaki does have a list of things that you can expect to happen while you're detoxing. So this stuff wasn't like a shock to me, but you know, it's a little, I guess the more uncomfortable side of the detox. The things that I have experienced during the detox is very minuscule. So I wanted to be honest with you guys and let you know what was going on. So one con, I guess, was a runny nose. Like, I know my body is purging and getting rid of any excess mucus, but that runny nose, not playing with you. Like, definitely have you some Kleenex on deck. It doesn't happen all the time, it just kind of comes in waves, and so far I haven't really experienced it that much anymore. Maybe like around week 3 and week 4 is when I had the most of it coming up. So you'll have times when it's like you don't have anything purging, and then it'll be the next day you feel like you have like a cold or something, like you're just constantly blowing your nose. But that lasted on and off for maybe about, like I said, 2 weeks. Itching, I did experience some itching, not an intense amount. There we go. I would feel itchy in my arms, typically at nighttime, usually right before I'm about to go to bed. I don't know why. I'll lay down and then like my arms will get itchy, but they don't itch like intensely where I'm just like scratching. It just kind of like, like that's a little weird that I'm itching right now. But then maybe after about like less than 5 minutes, it subsides, it just stops. So nothing terrible, and it also only lasted maybe about a week, and then it was just kind of on and off, and then it just stopped. And that was also in about week 4, 5-ish. Moving on to the next thing is you will experience some diarrhea. Well, I've experienced a lot of diarrhea. Like, sorry if that's TMI, but that's exactly what you expect to happen because your body is detoxing, it's purging, everything is, you know, leaving the body. You kind of get used to it in your mind. You already know like the order in which things are gonna happen. Like, you get up, you take your shot of tinctures, then you drink your juice, and then you drink your tea, and then once you eat some breakfast, maybe if you're lucky, 20-30 minutes before you have to go to the bathroom. Sometimes, depending on what you're eating, like, you will be surprised how quickly your body will obliterate and eliminate some food. So you kind of get this mindset of like, let me get all of this stuff done, use the bathroom before I start really getting anything done in the day. You know what I'm saying? Because once you gotta go, you're gonna have to stop what you're doing and you gotta go. Like, that's just how it is, and that's what's, you know, that's what goes down. And I would say keep you some wet wipes and some very soft tissue, because that first week, oh honey, my booty hole was on fire. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I'm gonna keep it 100. My butt was on fire. But you know, it starts to slow down after a while, because the first 2 weeks you have to take the bitters, and the bitters really purge you for real. Yeah. And then with that came I experienced getting a hemorrhoid. It was not like, I guess, your typical hemorrhoids, like huge ones that's like hanging out and super uncomfortable and everything. Like, it was a teeny little hemorrhoid, and I was kind of like, oh, what is that? It went away. It took maybe about a week, I would say. Like I said, all of the things that I've experienced only was very, very short-lived, so it wasn't like a oh my god type of moment, but like I said, it did happen. Also, I know a lot of people probably are wondering, did I see any parasites? Yes and no. Well, I guess yes. I didn't see like any long worms or anything like that, but I did see some parasite eggs, and I didn't know that was like a parasite when I first saw it, because, you know, you're just like going through the motions of the detox. So when I looked at it, I kept getting, it was something that kept coming out of me that looked like popcorn kernels. That's my best way to kind of explain it. And I was like, after a while, I'm like, what is that? Because I haven't eaten popcorn in quite a while. So I Googled it. Something in my mind just told me that was a parasite egg. And I Googled what a parasite egg looked like, and it looked exactly like that. I've also experienced something else on his list was like intense emotions. So I noticed that like the slightest thing will make me cry, but not in a bad way. Like, I'm usually a very happy person. So like, for example, I was watching Hidden Figures, and I started crying. I'm like, yeah, girl, do your thing. Yes, black woman. Yes, black queen. Like, I was crying, like boohoo crying. Or I'll just hear a song that I've listened to 1,000 times already, and for some reason I'll just like start crying. So another con for me, this may or may not be a con for you depending on where you are in your journey. For me, y'all know I'm a fitness girl. I stay in the gym. I did want to maintain a certain body weight, and I did lose some weight. I started the cleanse off weighing about like 137. I weighed myself probably like last week, and I weighed 125. So I lost a whopping 12 pounds. I don't necessarily mind the weight loss. One, because I already anticipated that I was going to lose some weight doing this. And secondly, this is like my normal natural size if I wasn't trying to gain weight, because I wouldn't say it's very hard for me to gain weight, but I am naturally a petite person. So to see all that hard work just get flushed out of my system, it wasn't fun. But honestly, I'm not mad at it, because if the cleanse is doing what it's supposed to do, then I have all the time left in the world to put the weight back on. But yeah, so if you're someone who is hoping to cleanse your system out and lose a few pounds, you'll be set. If you're like me, you're already small, you're already petite, well, you're just gonna be a little smaller and a little bit more petiter for the time being. People have made comments like, oh, you look smaller, and I am. So, you know, it is what it is, and that's okay. But I'm still sexy though. Get into it. Oh, also, I would like to mention that I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go the whole 10 weeks. It's not because I don't want to go the 10 weeks. It's just like the herbs are running out a little faster than I anticipated. So I mean, as long as I finish all the herbs and all the tinctures and stuff, I'm good. I don't mind ending the cleanse earlier than expected. So like, some bottles are finishing faster than the others, so I'm just like grabbing more bottles from the next set of herbs to replace them. So we'll see how long it actually goes. I may not make it to the full 10 weeks as far as the herbs go, but that's fine with me. I think I pretty much covered everything that I'm experiencing thus far, and then we can do one more update when I'm finished. So if you guys like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on my Instagram at Shauna Diggs and at Double Diggs. Shauna Diggs is my regular page. Double Diggs is my fitness and wellness page. And until next time, y'all already know what it is. Peace.